Welcome to everyone to Yoga with Dogs 30-day challenge. My name is Melody. This is Ruby Rubes. And today we're doing a quick 10-minute Cobra tutorial. So we'll get straight into it. So come into seated, find your length in your spine. You might grab a book or a block and pop it underneath your hips. Find length, one hand on one knee, one hand on the other, and connect with that rise and fall of your breath. Close down your eyes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All together. Big arm circle up overhead. Fingertips touch. Exhale. Back to heart center. Inhale. Arm circle up overhead. Fingertips touch. Exhale. Back to heart center. Inhale. Fingertips touch and back to heart center. When we're ready, just place our left hand on our right knee, our right hand behind us. Find length on our inhale. And exhale, revolve and release. Inhale. And exhale, revolve from your navel center. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, come back to center. Right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, find length. And exhale, gently revolve. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, come back to center. Everyone make their way over into your tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Nice and easy, and come into a nice cat-cow. Drop the belly, open up the chest, gaze towards the front of the room, cow. And exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest, cat. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Already, walk our hands forward just so we can lean our hips forward, navel towards spine, nice straight body into a half plank. So don't dump the hips down here, find that. Tuck the tailbone under, nice and long. And we're going to exhale, push into all 5 fingertips, lower down super gently, elbows bent onto the mat. And this is where our tutorial begins. So what I want you to do first is make sure that your toes, the tops of your toes are pushing into the earth. So activate the kneecaps, feel the tops of the toes pushing into the earth. Also, just practice activating the hips. Push the hips and toes into the earth. You can feel the butt cheeks squeezing and feel the core activating there. So we always want that activation when we come into Cobra to protect our lower back. Next, walk our hands underneath our shoulders. Make sure they're nice and aligned and our elbows are in to the side body. So our elbows are into the side body. Our fingertips are spread, all 5 fingertips touching the mat. Our forehead is on the ground, and then we push into our hands. Gently send our shoulder blades down the back, and the elbows are always bent. So in Cobra, our elbows are always bent. So instead of tilting our head super back, we always want this nice straight spine. So we want our chin slightly tucked rather than tilting our head back. So exhale, lower. So we're going to push into our hands, push into our hips, push into our toes. Squeeze our glutes and our shoulder blades down the back. Rise our chest up. Our neck is long. Cobra. Elbows bent and into the side body. Exhale. You'll really feel it in the shoulder blades once you get it right. If you haven't been doing it, you'll really feel them actually activating and actually moving and opening up. Inhale, push into all 5 fingertips. So squeeze those elbows into the side body. Send those shoulder blades down the back. The neck is slightly tucked. Breathing here and lower down. Nice. Really good. So we're going to do a few more exercises to really warm up and get that area active and loose, really. So we're going to walk our hands just in front, so still shoulder width, but just walk them just in front of you. So just an arm's length in front of you. So come up onto the fingertips, or you can be on the palms. Just find what feels good for you. Same, we're going to push into the toes, into the hips. Rise on up. Shoulder blades down the back, toes, hips into the ground. And exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, soften and release onto the ground. Really nice. Now we're going to walk our hands underneath our shoulders, and then we're going to walk them back towards our toes. So palms facing down or into the side body. And we're going to reach towards our toes here, coming into another Cobra variation or another pose similar to Cobra. It's called locust. So forehead on the ground, press into the toes, press into the hips, squeeze the shoulder blades. But instead of pushing into the hands, we're sending our fingertips back, shoulder blades down the back. So same idea, elbows are in towards one another. Chin is slightly tucked, glutes are on. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up into your locust. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Chin towards chest and lower. One more. Inhale. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, then use them as a pillow. Breathe here, nice and relaxed. We're getting our shoulders nice and strong, opening up that area of the back, opening up the thoracic spine. It's so nourishing and beautiful. And what we're going to do now is just do a little bit of glute strength. So inhale, lift our right foot, point our right toes towards the back of the room, and exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg up, point towards the back of the room, and lower. Inhale, right, and lower. Inhale, left, and lower. Now you can continue doing that, or inhale, both. Squeeze the glutes in towards one another. Squeeze the thighs in towards one another. And lower. Inhale once more. And lower 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now, for rest here on the mat just for a moment. And if you wanted to come on, you can continue doing what we've been doing, or send your arms forward. Reach the tips towards the front of the room. Reach the toes towards the back. Inhale, rise on up like a Superman. Shoulder blades are down the back. Neck is long. Breathe and hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale, rise up a little bit higher. And exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up a little bit higher. And exhale, lower. Once more, rise on up and relax. Submit everything into the mat below. Good work, guys. We're going to come on up. Instead of our hands being underneath our shoulders this time, we're going to get our elbows underneath our shoulders. So coming into a Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath our shoulders, our fingertips are pointing towards the front of the room. And just like we would if we were in a tabletop or downward facing dog position, our hands just aren't flopping around. They're gripping the mat. They're actually helping us into this stretch, gripping the mat with all 5 fingertips, opening up our chest. So inhale, find length here, push into the tops of the toes, the hips, send the shoulder blades down the back, and the neck is long. So we're not crinking our neck, sending our gaze towards the ceiling. It's towards the front of the room, nice and long. Inhale, find length. Exhale, soften. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rising up. You might send your gaze over your right shoulder towards your right toes if that feels good for you. And exhale back to center. Inhale, find length. And then exhale, send your gaze over your left shoulder towards your left toes. Back to center. Relax and release. Use your arms as a pillow. Nice. Walk our hands underneath our shoulders. Push ourselves up into a tabletop position. And come into a nice relaxing child's pose. So you might take your knees super wide, you might have them hip distance apart. Do whatever feels good for you, relaxing the forehead on the mat below. Breathe here for 5 deep breaths. Feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, soften and release. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more big inhale. And exhale. Gently come up into your tabletop position. Swing your feet to the side and come back into our seated position to finish today's class. Big arm circle up, overhead all together. Fingertips touch and exhale back to heart center. Sending you lots of love and gratitude. Namaste.